Hello guys, welcome back. In the last video we have discussed about how we can create a custom page for the invoice, and in this video we are going for the print action. So let me first show you the demo for the purchase invoice quickly. Okay, I can choose, or I can create the provider from the year. So for now I am just choosing, let's say invoice number is this, purchase date, let's say product 1 is laptop 230, quantity let be 12. Okay, let me add another product, CPU, and its price, let's say 440. Okay, let's set 400, and let's say quantity to be 500. Okay, everything now subtotal, discount, and net total are automatically calculated. So let's say discount is 100. Okay, everything is automatically calculated. So we have already done this part. I will put the link in the description if you have not watched. Let me create this. Okay, now let me go to provider 1. Here it is, view invoice. So now this was the current invoice, current purchase that we created, right? So we have not worked on company part because we have discussed that will be creating this part from the setting. So we are not still there on the settings part. So let's go to the print action. So in the last video, so we have created up to this action, right? So let me go to invoice page. Let me zoom it. Okay, here we have created the one print action. So what we are going to do is we are going to record for each print, for each invoice we are going to record the printing records, meaning who prints the data when. So for that we will create a new migration. Okay, let me just clear it. Okay, so let me create new model, let's say invoice record, and let me create a migration file. So I will have one will be, I will have purchase ID, foreign ID, purchase ID. The next thing I will have is user ID, and I will create one JSON data column. If we need any further information in future as a nullable, we can store it in the JSON store. That's it. Let me quickly migrate this. Okay, I have already created the file. So the error was due to this. Okay, so there is already the invoice records table. So now let us work on our print table. Okay, so what we will do is we'll create a new route, and we'll redirect whenever this action is clicked, we'll redirect user to that route. So let me go to web.php and let me create a route like this, print invoice. Okay, let me quickly create a controller to make controller invoice controller. That's it. Print invoice, I will call to invoice controller, and I will name this as purchase print purchase invoice, right? And let me name this print dot purchase invoice. Okay, invoice. Perfect. So now what I will do is I will just here, for now what I can do is I will just use the path route, and I will just give the route name here. So now I need to create this method in invoice controller. public function records printing information and prints the data, sorry, invoice. Perfect. So let me just dd this. It will print the invoice. Okay, so let me refresh this and let me click on this. Perfect, we are up to there. So now, since we are storing purchase records, so we need to pass the ID of that particular purchase, right? So what I need to do is here I need to pass ID, and the ID of that particular invoice is already exists on our record. So you know we have already discussed about this in the last video, right? So I can say $this record, and now same ID is for me is now required in the URL print invoice slash what I can do is ID, right? Or ID print invoice, the URL is in your hand. So now here, okay, at the right params ID, it will take the $ID. So let me just dd it. Now if I will refresh this, now currently the ID of this purchase is 12, so it should die down 12. That's it. So if I go back and click on another invoice, for example the ID is 11, if I will dd 11, so that's it. So okay, so now first of all what we will do is we will store printing records at first, right? So for that we have already created the model and migration file. Go to models, invoice record. So now here I need to do is our fillable properties, which is user ID, purchase ID, and then data, right? And what we can do is we can also add the user relation, return $this belongs to, since one invoice record always belongs to a particular user, public function purchase ID, return $this belongs to, and same for purchase. That's it. Okay, so now in our invoice controller, so we will create invoice record. So what we will need user ID, which will be automatically logged in user, right? Then we need purchase ID, which will be automatically the ID data is passed, and the data is currently we are not working for any types of data, so I am just leaving that. So after that we will work now for PDF. So for PDF we need to install the package. So I am going to install Laravel dump PDF. Okay, let me just copy this. That's it. And we don't need to register this because it will be registered by default. And if you need any configuration to be changed, we can use the config file. For now I am not using it. So if the package is installed, if I'll check PDF, yes, it is now exists. So now what I will do is, let me just let me go to resources, views, let me create a new file, pdf slash purchase invoice.blade.psb, and let me just add p. Okay, this is the PDF file. Let's just test if it works or not. Okay, now here $pdf equals to, what I will do is load view, right, and the view will be our pdf dot purchase invoice, 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 right, okay, pdf, and now $pdf strem stream return. Let me quickly check this. Okay, print, that's it. Now we have the pdf file from where user can download the pdf. So okay, now we need to set up our purchase invoice page. Since this and this is the same thing, because we need this same same invoice page there, either we need to copy, and let me just paste this, but currently we don't have the data, right? So now let us first provide the data for our load view. So here what we can do is purchase equals to purchase with we need two things. If you remember, we need one is provider and second is products. Find $id. If $purchase, let me just put it here, right? If there is purchase, then only it will work, else what we will do, we will just send the filament notification, make title no purchase record found, right? I think there is error and send, right? The reason for this is, for example, I am here print. Okay, now I have the print. Okay, if I go to 14, okay, method filament notification, no, error does not exist. Okay, let me just quickly check it. Filament notification, sending notification, success, and then another is where are the methods? Okay, success, warning, danger, title. What I can do is I can just say danger. Okay, it should now work. Okay, now but this is redirecting. We'll work on this first. Let us first complete. Okay, no purchase record found, it is coming, but we need to redirect it to the back and work on that. Okay, what we need to do is return notification and then return redirect back, because since we are outside of the page, because this URL is outside of that filament page. So if I will go this, okay, this is correct URL, so here we'll be working on this 14, it's also correct, 19. Okay, let us first complete this part and we'll work on that. Okay, no purchase record found here, the notification is coming here. Okay, let's first work on it. Okay, here we have already the purchase. Now we just need to pass here compact $purchase. That's it, everything, because I am using the same thing every time. So now I think the only issue we have left is we are duplicating our code for 2 times, because the same template is used here as well as here. So what I will do is use reuse. I will create a new file here. Okay, reusable invoices purchase dot blade dot psp. and let me just copy this page here and let me just paste it. And here what I will do, I don't need to do anything, I just include that page, include reusable dot invoices dot purchase. So let me quickly check this. Yeah, it's working, right? Same thing should be in now in our invoice page, so that if we need to modify the things, we can modify it as a single place, right? So now it is working here as well as here. So now in this way we can have work in the printing records. So, and the title here, now let us set the title. We need to add the head tag, I think, add title. What we can do is $purchase provider and its name, right? Okay, provider 1, right? Or we can say purchase from, write that, okay, purchase from provider 1, or you can customize it in your own requirement. So okay, this is now completed, right? So now we have created the purchase printing system. Maybe it is also working, so for that we will quickly create a relation manager. PHP artisan make filament relation manager. Relation will be invoice records. Let's say title will be name. We need it on our admin. Clear. Okay, if I go to now Filament resource, okay, it created it in it. So okay, let me pass the resource name. Resource is purchase. Make filament relation manager. Okay, let me quickly check it. Panel builder, managing relationship. Let me just copy this, the command. Okay, we need to first pass the name of the relation, which is our purchase, then the relationship name. Let's say we have not created the relation yet. We will create as invoice records, and the title attribute should be, let's say, name, admin. Clear. So now if we go to purchase resource relation manager, now we have another invoice relation, invoice record relation. So let us go to purchase table and quickly create the relation. Printing records relationship, right? Public function invoice records $. This has many invoice record class. Okay, I mistake this. That's it. So now we need to register this relation on our purchase resource. Let me go to purchase resource, and here invoice record relation manager. That's it. So now let me refresh this. That's, now we have invoice records. Okay, we already have 11 records here. Okay, so now let us modify the table. Since we don't need the create action, we can comment this, and we don't need edit as well as delete, because it should not be deleted, right? Nothing should be, action should not be there. Okay, now what we can do is provider dot name. Okay, it is not here. Now we have invoice records. Now we need to show here only, I think we only need one thing, that is user details only, right? And the time. Let me add first time created at label will be printed at, right? And it can be sortable, right? Okay, this was the printing time. Now for the user, so in the invoice record we have created the user table, right? User.name, that's it. This user printed the document at this time. So this was for this video. Thank you guys for watching this video.